Vengeance is among us. Dun dun dun. Let's talk about some WWE Vengeance this Sunday. I'm gonna give you my quick thoughts and predictions. What I think is gonna go down. What's good with it. So let's roll it. The first match I gotta get out of the way is the Divas Championship match. Beth Phoenix versus Eve Torres. Who cares? Beth Phoenix wins. Alright, real quick, I just looked at the match card and I realized that Dolph Ziggler is in two matches. One with Jack Swagger against Air Boom, and the other is a US Championship match against Zack Ryder. So, depending on how the match cards go and the actual, when the pay-per-view is actually started, if he goes in the match with Air Boom for the Tag Team Championships, I believe that they'll beat Air Boom, he and Jack Swagger. But if later on in the night he faces Zack Ryder after this match, I believe Zack Ryder has a good chance of taking the U.S. title from Dolph Ziggler. Now, saying that, do I think it's likely that it's going to happen? I don't think so. I don't think Zack Ryder is ready for them. I don't think they're ready to put a title on Zack Ryder right now. But I think he'll have a good chance to do it, because the way they'll write it is they'll be like, okay, Ziggler had two matches. He had a heck of a match against Air Boom, and he's going into another match later in the night against Zack Ryder. And Zack Ryder, the more fresher Zack Ryder, is able to take advantage of that and beat Dolph Ziggler. But I'm going to stick with Dolph Ziggler just because I'm not sure they're sold all the way on Zack Ryder just yet. Next, let's talk about Sheamus and Christian. They have a little feud going on. I'm not too into the feud. I wasn't into it that much before because I feel like Sheamus and Christian, I guess, should be in more meaningful feuds than they have been. More focused on the world title, but Big Show came back, so the whole Vengeance thing with him and Mark Henry, I understand that. But this should be a good match. I'm not too big of a Christian fan since he turned heel. I wasn't that big of a fan when he was a face either, but it is what it is. I see Sheamus pulling this match out just because Sheamus, he has some kind of, they're building him up a lot lately as face Sheamus, and he's starting to reach the peak of, I think, what he's going to reach so far. So pretty soon he's going to be in the world title hunt, but this is just a stepping stone for him to get to the world title picture. Now, one of my favorite feuds and one of my favorite wrestlers, Cody Rhodes, is in the match against Randy Orton. That's a big match for him here on the big stage. No title is involved. It's just they've been feuding. Cody Rhodes has attacked him a couple times. Randy Orton busted his head open with the ring bell, gave him some staples. But in this match, I think Cody Rhodes is just not ready, not quite ready for the big moment just yet. Randy Orton takes out his young apprentice before this all happened. He's going to take out Cody Rhodes, and unfortunately, but Cody Rhodes is not ready for the big time yet. He's not going to beat Randy Orton on Vengeance. Next, let's talk about R-Truth and The Miz versus Triple H and CM Punk. In this match, I see Triple H and CM Punk pulling it out just for the simple fact that if they lose, then I see the feud going on longer. And I don't think WWE wants that. I think they want this just to be a one-match thing, and R-Truth and Miz go down to CM Punk and Triple H. And CM Punk needs to move on to bigger and better things. Like I said in my last video, he needs to go back to his Night of Champions swagger or whatever you want to call it. He needs to go back and focus on the title and get bad again. Triple H, I'm not sure what they're going to do with him, but R-Truth and Miz take the fall to Triple H and CM Punk. Next, let's talk about the World Heavyweight title. Mark Henry versus Big Show. Big Show's back in his first match since Mark Henry took him out. This match could really go either way for me. Mark Henry he's been weakened by Big Show a lot on SmackDown through the week, and I didn't watch this week's SmackDown, so I'm not sure what happened on that. But Big Show has been taking it to Mark Henry from what I saw before that. So I don't know. I've been debating back and forth on this match, but I think I'm going to go with Big Show just because I think that he has Mark Henry's number right now. He's in Mark Henry's head. He's making Mark Henry think a little bit. Big Show has something to prove, and I think that he takes the World Heavyweight title from Mark Henry, and we can begin a nice little feud between the two. Lastly, we had the WWE Championship match between Alberto Del Rio and John Cena. Now, in this match, I see Alberto Del Rio taking it. Um, he hasn't beat John Cena before one-on-one. John Cena has had his number, but Alberto Del Rio is able to come out on top against John Cena. John Cena has a feud with The Rock coming. The Rock is going to be back on TV pretty soon. And Survivor Series, The Rock is already planning to be there. So John Cena has some business to handle with The Rock, and I don't think WWE wants the WWE Championship to be involved with this feud. So Alberto Del Rio wins the match and looking probably going to start feuding with CM Punk on Raw. So yeah, and that concludes my WWE Vengeance 2011 preview, prediction, whatever you want to call it. Thank you for watching. If you watched, please subscribe, like the video, comment, hit me up. You know what it is. YouTube, peace out.